true to form in every scary movie, there's got to be the black folk who get killed early. And it's a movie that's filled with lots of black folk. So it's like, well, who gonna get killed early? It's a scary satire movie, if you will, about this group of friends who have known each other from college, and they are having their reunion, their Juneteenth party in a cabin in the woods. And y'all know black folk don't go hiking. Well, I can't say that because black folks do go hiking. They do go camping, but they chose the very scary location that they are at, very isolated. And unbeknownst to them, there is a killer who has a different turn of events for them while they are here trying to celebrate. And the premise is whoever the blackest person is gets to survive. And let's just say it's a scary movie, so a whole bunch of folks gonna get killed. So who's black enough anyway? Who is black enough? You know, I think what sets the Blackening apart from other horror pictures is that it's part comedy, it's part humor, it's also part, informational, if you will. And I think a lot of times messages go down a little easier when there's a little comedy, but also who doesn't like a little gory, scary situation? And it's something you don't also get to see a lot of black people in, especially throughout the whole movie. You see, black people front and center as like the leads of this. So it's a little some action there too. You get to punch some bad guys. This is fun. Hopefully, audiences will take away that, scary movies or, the scary movie genre is not just limited to a certain type of person or a certain type of actors. And, we can expand that to be more inclusive even. Tim is great. This is actually my first time working with him as a director, but I've known him for a little bit. And so it was great to get to play with him. And I love when he comes after a take and he does this thing with his hands. He's so excited. I'm like, oh, that was a good take. And he lets actors act. And as a comic, it's good to have direction, but also good to be, get a little free rein to play a little bit. It's funny how this whole thing came about because we were actually looking for a director for a project that I'm working on, and I was resent the Blackening sketch that was on Comedy Central because the director that I was working on did that. And so I was like, oh my God, yo, he did this. I remember watching this. I love this. It was hysterical. And I remember cracking up years ago when I saw that. And then in the same week, a friend of mine hit me up and said that he had booked the Blackening. And I was like, wait, based off the sketch? I literally just watched it 2 days ago. And then, I hit up my agents like, this is a movie now? And then I got an offer a couple days later. So it was actually kind of kismet how it all happened. Well, I think even in dramatic spaces, you still have to cut through some drama with some humor. In the intensity of it all, there's the humor that cuts through. And even in a horror film, Jay and I, were able to just play off of each other and have jokes and fun because it is funny to see black people, because we're not going to put ourselves in this position to get killed. This is not what we do on a normal circumstance. And so the concept of it already is hysterical, but now obviously, there's still some dramatic elements. So with what I do, I try to infuse as much humor even in the dramatic moments. And so I hope that plays through. Jay is always on. He is always trying to make everybody laugh. And so, and I, thankfully with Insecure, I've had 6 years of practice on how to kind of be the straight woman for a little bit. So I allow, whenever there's a comic with a big personality, I allow them to kind of just take front and center. And then, I have my moments like, oh, you done? You good? All right, I got next, And so it's that double Dutch moment of all right, cool. Me? All right, you? Me, and so I play my position.